Hello and welcome back to another Infinite Warfare tips. I'm Asian with Jeep. In this video, it's the Flatline, the most sought after epic variant of the NV4. The Flatline, as the name suggests, will eliminate a damage range drop and makes it a 4-shot kill weapon at all ranges, thanks to the precision gun perk. However, this comes with a cost of a reduction in fire rate, from a default of 610 rounds per minute to just 570 rounds per minute. This makes the weapon less competitive at close range, but the reduced fire rate means more time for a recoil to settle between each shot, making it slightly more accurate under sustained fire. The second gun perk is Focus, which reduces the idle sway when aiming. The Flatline's unique profile makes it an ideal choice for the anti-counter sniper role, or anything that is far away. Most automatic weapons at long range you'll need 5 or 6 shots to kill. With the Flatline, you are likely to secure a comfortable kill without the need to burst fire. And it is quick enough with just only 4 shots needed to kill at any range. For attachments, the optic of your choice will make it easier to acquire targets with a cleaner sight picture, but for the Flatline you could choose a dedicated long-range optic. The Vmc Sight is a useful addition to the Flatline, with its flexibility between low and high magnifications within. The low zoom option is useful for general close to mid-range engagements, and switch to long-range zoom for long-range targets. While you will lose much of your peripheral vision with the high zoom option, you gain a benefit of reduced recoil by a slight amount, which makes it easier to rest on your opponent whilst holding a trigger without the need to burst fire. The suppressor is highly recommended as there is no range loss with the Flatline, plus you gain a benefit of staying up from the radar when firing. So overall there's no downside whatsoever. You could choose another attachment to enhance either a handling like quick draw or stock, or an extra damage boost to headshots with the hollow point, with only 2 shots needed to kill to the head. A secondary is best fulfilled with a pistol like the Hailstorm that can propel anything at close range, given that the Flatline is slow and will be outgunned by fast-firing weapons like the SMGs, KPAR-32 or even another NV4 variants. Switch to it when the enemy is pushing you way too close. For the perks, Blast Shield and Blind Eye are good first-tier perks to increase a resistance against grenades and immunity against automated score streaks like Warden. This will help you to focus on your enemy without worrying about being eliminated by score streaks once you are outside. For the second tier, Cold-Blooded will prevent you from appearing on advanced optic like Virgin and Thermal, and will remove your red name above your character's head when the enemy is looking at you. This will almost render you invisible to snipers who use a thermal scope, as you will blend in with surroundings really well and hard to notice. The third tier perk is Marksmen, which helps acquiring targets at long range by having their red enemy's name appear at longer distance. These perks will also slightly reduce the flinch when taking an incoming fire, ensuring that you will stay on target when firing. For the rig, the Merc's payload is optional, with the reactive armor being the best fit for a defensive class. The trait Man-at-Arms will grant you a maximum starting ammunition supply, so you can enjoy your Flatline for longer streaks. The tip with the Flatline is to keep your engagements outside close range, as other automatic weapons will be underperformed at longer distance. Don't be afraid to hold the trigger for a continuous fire, even at long range with the VMC's high zoom level, as the Flatline has low recoil and you can usually pin down anyone quicker than most at such ranges. Be sure to position yourself from a good cover, and move slowly when you need to either progress forward or fall back to set up a defensive line. Don't stay at one place for too long, as this will result from a surprise attack from a rear by enemies you have killed. Overall, the Flatline is the most sought after epic weapon of Infinite Warfare, as the NV4 itself is already strong in performance, and the Flatline makes it perhaps the most consistent weapon in the game. Though it is remain to be seen if there's any weapon that can compete against this particular variant or the base NV4. Just imagine if the ACR appears in Infinite Warfare. One day, perhaps. For the next video, we'll be covering the Karma 45's epic variant, the Phobos. This is Asian with Jeep, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next time.